air signs, how are you doing? I hope you're doing fabulous. Thank you for joining me for another group session. So if you are Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, these messages will be for you. And I wanted to give a thank you to all my new subscribers and all my new followers. Thank you so much for joining me for all of these messages. I hope you are enjoying them. If you need a private session, please don't forget to check me out at my website, kellyfergusonreadings.com. And if you like these messages, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And for all of you who are new, please understand not all messages here are going to resonate, and that is totally good. Take what works for you and leave the rest. So, air signs, I feel like we need to take a look at what's coming up for this week for you guys. So I'm going to do one card for your overall energies, and then we're going to look into a little bit more detail for you, okay? Air signs, please. Air signs, what's our overall energy for this week coming and what we can expect? Air signs, please. Air signs, what can we expect? Overall energies for our air signs. Oh, this one. Is this it? Ooh, yes it is. This is a nice card. Check it out. Air Guardian, change your perspective. Yes. Now, when this card comes up, it's really asking you to do exactly what is going on. Change your perspective. So take a step back from what is going on around you, okay? Whether this is relationship, whether this is career, all this kind of stuff, okay? Take a step back in the areas that you are uncertain and ask yourself, am I seeing this clearly? Am I seeing all the moving parts? Am I operating in fear? Am I only sticking to, a one-trick pony type of thing, okay? This is really asking you to take a step back and look at the big picture of what's going on, because you might be missing something, or you might need to re-strategize your direction, okay? Let's take a look at more detail for you, air signs, because that's definitely an interesting card. And it's certainly an air element as well, right? Air Guardian for the air signs, right? Right. Okay, so let's take a look at this in a little bit more detail. What do our air signs need to know? Wow, okay, this came flying out. Now, these cards are a little new, so they're a little slippery, and they really like to jump a lot, so let's just see. This is the Thelema deck. It's a really beautiful deck, really beautiful. So air signs, please. What do our air signs need to know for this week coming? This is where we start. Okay, yep. Okay. Wow. This card came up for someone else as well. Okay, cool. Okay. I think that this might be focused for some of you a little bit more on relationships, possibly. But certainly this can apply to all sorts of things here. Okay, I feel that you really are moving away and changing your perspectives here, because I feel that overall, we're looking at a situation where you are used to doing things a certain way, or possibly there's a right way to do things or not a right way to do things. And this also might be either coming from your belief systems, from your parents, from your work, from your colleagues, from whatever this is, okay? And I really feel that you are in a position to take some moves and say goodbye to some things that haven't been working, and we're trying to find our strength. Check this out. Air signs. So the first card that comes up, so I'm going to pull some cards with the past and kind of where you're at now and where we're headed, okay? So this belongs in the past, and with the Hierophant showing up, this is telling me that you are either connected with a power of authority or someone who is making you feel like it needs to be done like this, not like this. Also, this can have to do with people having rigid expectations or rigid ideas about the way something is supposed to be or the way that something is supposed to look, okay? This can also be like parental figures. This can be bosses and stuff that say, things need to be done like this, and if it's not done like this, it means it's wrong, and therefore all these bad things might happen, okay? And I have the feeling that you are trying to look at this information and saying, okay, maybe some of this is true, but maybe not all of it is true. It's not just a one-trick pony or one answer here, because the cards that also come along with this is the Three of Pentacles and the Three of Swords in reverse, okay? This is making me feel that these old belief systems, or whatever you are being told about the way that you need to do things and that it's supposed to be like this instead of like this, I have a feeling that you're like, you know what? I've tried this my own way in other in other ways, and this is actually working for me, okay? I feel that you are either breaking away from these old systems or old people who are trying to categorize you or put you into like one bucket, and this is you saying, you know, I've worked on this myself, and I've also dealt with other people and connected with new people and new ideas, and I don't feel like I have to be in this rigid place, okay? I really feel that you are gaining your own strength and your own ideas and collaborating with others to try things in a new way, and I think you're already starting to see it work for you. And I also had the Three of Swords in reverse, and this is telling me that these things that you're growing from, or growing out of rather, whether it's person, whether it's a belief system, whether it's a workplace, this is also telling me that you're a little bit sad about moving away from this. It's possible that if you don't align with the old energies about, you know, do it this way, it's supposed to be like this, that some people aren't going to support you. Maybe you'll lose some friendships. Maybe you'll lose family members who aren't supporting you, or you feel like they'll look down at you as a result, okay? But the way that these cards are coming up is telling me that you're like, I'm kind of over it, okay? Or whatever is really hurting about this, that you're kind of putting it on the back burner. I also feel that there's a lot of growth going on for you here, air signs, in terms of seeing what things were and seeing that you are not bound and tied to other people's stories, or the stories that other people say might occur for you, okay? I really feel like you're leveling up. Now, let's talk about where you're at right now, okay? So we're talking about letting go of the old belief systems and trying some new things out for yourself. Right now, we've got the High Priestess in reverse, and this came out for another sign as well. I think it was the Earth signs. This is telling me that you, even though you kind of have taken some steps in a new direction and things are starting to work for you, that you don't necessarily see the whole big picture about it. You've taken some first steps and you've had some success and things are going well and you're redefining what you want to do, but this is telling me you don't see that big picture yet. You haven't put it all together yet, and that is okay. You don't have to have all the answers right away, especially when you're trying out something new. But check this out. Ace of Wands. You are starting something new, something fabulous, something full of creativity and fire and light and illumination for you. So whatever this is, this new piece that you are exploring and that you've already got a little bit of history with, or you've tried it out a little bit, this is telling me you like it, you love it, you want some more of it, right? And you're willing to go the distance and kind of hold this torch for yourself so that you can move forward and see where this leads you. And I feel that you're going in the right direction, because right after the Ace of Wands is the Queen of Wands. This is finding your fire, finding your strength. This is you very quickly being able to come around and see, you know what? I think I like this. I think I know how to do this. Let's try this and this and this, because I know it's going to work and I feel it in my bones and I just want to go do it, okay? This is telling me that you're going to sit within your own strength and you're going to make it happen. I love this card. And with the Queen of Wands, there always comes a lot of passion and intuition, okay? This is about not necessarily doing tons and tons of research and making a well thought out plan. Sometimes these messages are about what feels right is right. So move forward with where you feel good rather than trying to find out all the details before you put a plan in place, okay? This is telling me you're working with something that is working for you, and so to run with it, air signs. Wow. Okay, cool. So you know how we talked about at the beginning that maybe you're saying goodbye to some old structures or belief systems or possibly people that aren't supporting you? I do feel that this divide might continue to grow just a little bit. Off in the future, I do see Ace of Cups in reverse, and I do feel that it is based on this card here, the Three of Swords in reverse, okay? Just by the way the spreads go here. And this is telling me that whatever you're saying goodbye to or trying to change in your life, there might be people who don't agree with where you're going or decide to maybe treat you differently as a result of you gaining your own strength and going in your own direction. That is okay. And it is hard sometimes, friends, when the people or places around you don't support you for who you authentically are, okay? That can be a hard pill to swallow sometimes. I totally get it, okay? But this is really telling me that you don't stay here for a long time, because this is about perspective after all. This isn't about you turning around and hating people or not liking people, but this is understanding where the chips fall. That if you choose to stand with your own strength, that some people may not be comfortable supporting you or standing with you in that light. That's okay. You can be a little sad that maybe you've lost a friend or maybe not working with certain people again, but you get over it pretty quick. 10 of Swords in reverse, because in the past with this Hierophant energy, you were trying to make things work. You were trying to, you know, let's do it your way. Let's go by the old tried and true type of stuff. But this is telling me whatever you were told to do or the tried and trues weren't working for you anymore, or at that level they weren't working anymore. So you had to level up, right? And man is the Queen of Wands, the lady to help you do that, big time. So we're not shedding too many tears about this because you already did, and we're over it, okay? And then what's coming up for us in the future? 7 of Pentacles. I love it, okay? 7 of Pentacles is about working and focusing on things that you want to do, planting seeds, and as a result, seeing the fruits of your labor come around. Not instantaneously, right? It takes time to grow things. However, this is telling me the new path that you're on, the new ideas that you have, the old structures that you were breaking away from, you were on the right track. You were starting to sow the new seeds or plant the new seeds in the direction of what is going to work for you. So start doing what feels right for you, air signs, rather than doing what feels right for other people for you, okay? I love these messages. I love these messages, and they all go in line with that air guardian. So let's talk about your animal friends, our animal spirit guides. Let's see if they have any advice or guidance for you. Air signs, please. Some advice and guidance on our road for our air signs. Air signs, please. Spirit guide messages from our animal messengers. Whoa, there it is. There it is. Oh, wow. Okay, cool. 2 came out. Yes, yes. I love this. Okay, first one that comes out is Coyote and Wise Fool. All right, that's not saying you're a fool. You're not a fool at all. But what this is saying is accept your follies and find the teachings in them, right? This card totally goes in alignment with what's happening here. Because when we started off, this is about not doing things the old tried and true way that everyone else wants to do and the same path that everyone follows. So this is about knowing, this part worked for me, but these parts didn't or don't work for me anymore. So instead of trying to make something old work, we're gonna stop that and we're gonna try something new, right? Absolutely. And I love this. Badger and perseverance. Yes. And what it says down here, dig in and see it through to completion, right? Right? Plant your seeds and you're gonna see them grow, okay? But you have to commit to your own path. You have to commit to what is working for you, and if some things aren't working, stop it, get rid of it, clean house, and then start fresh with some new energy coming your way. And Badger is the expert at that. She's a little bit OCD in terms of the shamanic animal world, okay? But there's a good reason for that. She cleans stuff out of her den that she doesn't want and that is not working and not supporting, which is exactly what you're doing, air signs. I love this. Wonderful advice and guidance for you. The advice and guidance that's coming through from your animal messengers is right in line with the tarot here. Try some new things, be brave, go out there and see things from a new light, air signs. And I think if you do, you're gonna go much further. Now, let's check it out and see what the Halloween Wheel of Fortune has to say about all of this, right? Right? Halloween Wheel of Fortune, because it's October. I love it. So, for our air signs, Halloween Wheel of Fortune, what do all our air signs need to know right now? Let's check it out. Nice surprises are just ahead. Air signs, you're shifting and you're changing. Things are coming forward for you. I like this. Keep going with your new energy. Keep going with your new perspective, and I think you're gonna get where you need to be. Air signs, if you like these messages, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And if you need a private message, check me out at my website, kellyfergusonreadings.com. Join me next week, friends.